everyone. This is Carolina Travel Queens
Queens.
here. So in this segment, we're going to talk about Pablo Escobar. He is one of the biggest drug lords and from this area.
We spoke to a lot of different locals, and everyone has different perspectives as to why they like them and why they don't like them. And for that reason, we decided not to take a tour.
Pablo's in the drug smuggling business, having drugs smuggled to the United States, became a billionaire off of it, but as he's getting rich, a lot of people from this area definitely suffered an entire lot. He was referred to as Robin.
And the reason for that is because he funded a lot of churches and hospitals, and he helped a lot of parts. He took a lot of poor people and put them into communities and homes.
And so with that, some people see him as good, like the Robin Hood, but it's a lot of negativity that comes along with that. There was a lot of murders. There were certain people that we spoke with that talked about the bombs and how fearful they actually were to just come outside their homes. I know one guy we spoke with, he told us how a bomb went off in the middle of the night while they were sleeping, and he was a child at the time, and his parents running through the home just frantically because every window in their home just burst. And so I couldn't imagine how frightening that was for them, as well as many others just afraid to do like simple things as go to the park, go to the store, because bombs were going off and killing innocent civilians as well as children. So it was definitely a hard time for Colombians, and many of them just do not like to speak his name. There were so many killings at one point. They said that he was putting out rewards to kill a police officer directly on site. And so because people here were struggling, and money talks, they were drive-bys all the time just killing people. I know one guy we met, he said that he can remember walking by and just seeing body parts that had been blown up from bombs, and just body parts just scattered everywhere along the streets and things. So it was very traumatizing for a lot of people from this area.
Yes, even down to the point where they were fearful of going to the mall, they were fearful of going grocery shopping. Even the kids were fearful to walk to school because they wasn't sure at any point there could be bullets, and bullet has no name to it.
Where we were living in our first apartment, we were directly around the corner from where Pablo was actually killed. So we did decide to take a walk to the house just to take a look and take pictures of it.
Now, if you go there now, it doesn't look like everything that we imagined from during that era. It's very clean. It's a very quiet neighborhood. Security guards are everywhere. And the building now is a school.
Yes, they've renovated the building. They actually added another story, so it's like a 3-story building almost. A lot of the graffiti and things are still there, so the building is recognizable. But you'll still see a lot of tourists going, because when tourists come, they're very interested as far as Pablo Escobar and the Medellin Cartel and things like that.
While we were there, we have 2 different locations. We have the first spot where that's the home that he was staying in when he got caught. He went out the window and he went on the roof. When they shot and killed him, they brought his body down on the other side of the building. So there's 2 different roads, and it's 2 different buildings that you're seeing.
Okay, so everyone knows that Pablo Escobar was born in Medellin, Colombia on December the 1st. While being here, we noticed that there was a lot of fireworks and celebration taking place. We asked a few different locals as far as what was going on, and the term that was given to us was called alborada, and had different opinions on what that celebration actually meant to them. Some people felt that it was the mark of December and the Christmas celebrations, but it was very ironic because it fell directly on his birthday. There were other locals who stated that the criminal organizations and things celebrated Pablo's birthday, also along with Christmas, but it was more for the drug lord, and that they hated the fireworks.
The day after his birthday, which was December the 2nd, he was killed. So we decided to go to his gravesite. We did not take a tour, but we took the metro out to his gravesite.
We at first didn't know exactly how it would be taken to visit the grave. We noticed that there were a lot of tours there. And again, we didn't want to support the tours. We just wanted to go and actually just get information just to educate people about how Colombians truly feel about this horrible person that wreaked so much havoc in this beautiful city. The first thing we noticed were there were a lot of flowers on his grave, and we were very surprised because his name is a name that is not spoken out in public. They'll give him nicknames. I was told that a lot of people will get very upset, especially when you mention his name and they don't understand the context in which you are saying it, because they do not want his name to be praised around here because of all the torture they endure. So we noticed there were a lot of flowers, some from locals and some from just tourists. And lots of people, take pictures at the grave site because he is buried with his family. And so there were a lot of tourists that were there.
While at the site, a few steps over from Pablo Escobar is the burial site of Griselda Blanco.
And Griselda Blanco was actually born in Cartagena, Colombia, but she was a major key player in the Medellin Cartel. Many have even stated that she gave Pablo Escobar his start in the drug business. She was known as the godmother of cocaine trafficking, cocaine into the United States in places such as Miami, New York, California, and eventually became enemies in the end. But she was definitely known for her lifestyle of being rich, murder, prostitution at a very young age. So she was very well known. But while speaking with some Colombians, asked about her, and her name actually, they stated, could be mentioned in Medellin because most people didn't fear her, I guess, as much because of a lot of her reign. She was in the United States of America. And so we definitely, again, we did not bring up this subject to the Medellin Cartel and Pablo Escobar Griselda Blanco. We really didn't bring this up to praise them in any way, shape, or form because we just want people to be mindful when coming to this area. The havoc that he wreaks upon them, the murders, the bombs, being afraid to play on the street in their yard. So because so many still remember, it's so fresh to them, that just be considerate of their feelings. They're trying to move beyond it. They are excited that tourists are coming into the country, and they're excited to steer away from just when you mention Medellin, everyone just thinks of drugs and killing, and they want people to come and see the beauty that they have to offer, and not just the one bad person that destroyed the country and destroyed their image to other countries, and that's Pablo Escobar. Many are comfortable talking about how much they dislike him, but just be mindful not to praise him in any type of way. So we are in no way praising Pablo or saying take a tour, a Pablo Escobar tour. We're just stating that this is a part of their history, but it's a part that they have buried a very long time ago. They're very vibrant people, and they just want to move forward and forget about this horrible past.